And the police officer is like, well, we're going to search the house. So, hey, it's Makeups Out. Welcome to my channel. In today's video, I am doing a story time. I haven't did a story time in a very long time on my channel, and I thought that it's about time that I do another story time. Before I jump into this video, if this is your first time watching me, make sure you hit that subscribe button. After you hit the subscribe button, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. That would really help me out a lot. And if you want to hear the story about me snitching on my neighbor and why I snitched on my neighbor. Okay, so let's get right into the story. So this happened right around the time that I was going to community college. I was going to Columbus State Community College, or how do you pronounce the name of that college again? Columbus Community College. It was a community college in Ohio, and I just got out of class and I had walked home, and when I was walking home I saw that my brothers were sitting on my front porch, and I saw that they were smoking a cigarette or whatever. And when I was 18 I would smoke cigarettes, or I did smoke cigarettes. So I went into the house, I put down my bag, and I went outside and smoked a cigarette with him. And he was also outside with two of his friends. Yeah, he was outside with two of his friends. I really didn't talk to one of them that much, but one of his friends I was cool with for a couple of years. So I was hanging outside with them smoking a cigarette. And I really wasn't paying too much attention to them. They were having like their usual guy talk, and I was just sitting there on my phone smoking a cigarette or whatever. And I noticed, well, we all noticed, that if you hear noises in the background, that's my daughter. Try to ignore that. But we were sitting on the porch, and we noticed my neighbor is running down the street and runs into his house, and we're all just kind of like wondering, like, what's going on with him? Why is he running? Like, did he just, like, was he just a witness to a crime? What's going on? And people that know me around the time that I was going to college know that I was living in like the hood. Like, I was living in the hood. And usually when you see people running, like, something just went down, and yeah, it's about to be some shit. So, well, before I get into what happens next, I have to explain to you about my neighbors. So let's go ahead and give them names before I get too far into this story and I forget to give everybody names. So let's call the boy that was running into his house, we're going to call him Sweatpants, and then the other three we're going to call Snapback, Gray, and Circle. So going back to Sweatpants. So Sweatpants and his neighbors had a way of doing some ignorant shit. And what I mean by ignorant is, instead of taking their trash and their garbage to the alley and putting it in a dumpster like normal people, they would get lazy and throw their garbage into our yard. And sometimes the bags would like pop open, and then there would be dirty diapers in our yard, chips in our yard, just like dirty, disgusting stuff just spread out all across where our fence was at. And we would have to like throw it back. So pretty much we were playing volleyball with trash until they got the right mind to go take their stuff to the dumpster. And then also, they would take eggs and throw them at our front door. And during Halloween, I would put my son's pumpkin outside, and in the morning it would turn into pumpkin pie all over our yard. And before all of this would happen, when we were actually like cool with our neighbors, they would borrow everything. Like, they would borrow sugar, which is normal, ironing board, chairs. I remember one time they asked to borrow sugar, and the little boy that came over to borrow the sugar would just walk in to the house. Like, I didn't invite him in. I said, hold on, I'll get the sugar. And just walked his happy little ass all the way into our house. And was standing in our kitchen. And he was like, oh, y'all got cereal? Yeah, we have cereal. Can I have some? No, you can't have our cereal. I'm sorry, no. And, they would do a bunch of ignorant stuff like that. Even at like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, when people supposed to be sleeping. No, these people up having a party in the middle of the street, dancing on cars, blasting music, like, it's a block party, but it's just them. So, since they were doing all of that stuff, of course I would kind of want to get them back just a little bit. Just like a little bit. So, that lands us back into this story right here. Angel! Okay, she's just gonna single-handedly bring me a 1 water at a time. Okay, thank you. Go. You want to get more? So, like I said before, me and Circle and Gray and Snapback saw Sweatpants running into his house. And, of course, we were thinking, like, what's going on? What's wrong with him? So, we just continue minding our business. And then we see a cop car pull up. And we're like, okay. Now him running into the house makes a little bit more sense. So the cop gets out the car and starts walking towards kind of like where our house is at. But he doesn't really like ask us or like gesture to us, where did this person go? He automatically walks to the house that Sweatpants ran into, and he knocks on the door, and the rest of Sweatpants family comes outside and starts talking to the police, and the police is just asking him like, hey, did you see Sweatpants? Did he come running through here? Is he inside the house? And Sweatpants family is just like, yeah, he came running through here, then he went right back out the back door. I'm not really sure where he went. He's not here. And the police officer is like, well, we're going to search the house. So they come back outside after searching the house because they couldn't find him, obviously, and they start talking outside of the police car and just like making phone calls, I guess. And we're still just smoking our cigarettes and minding our business, but being a little nosy. And then Circle decides that he wants to get up and walks over to the side of the house where, and decides that he wants to go over to the side of the house where Sweatpants' house is, because there's like a little ramp / walkway right there. And he just leans over the banister and is just kind of like being a little bit more nosy. And I see him looking back and forth. All randomly and stuff like that. And then he hears like a noise, and then he looks up, and then he comes over to me, Circle, and Snapback. He comes over to me and Gray and Snapback and is like, you know that guy they're looking for is Sweatpants? And we're just like, yeah, what about it? They said that he went out the back door. And Circle was like, no, he didn't go out the back door. He's on the roof. And he was just going like, psst, 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 up here, psst, to me while I was leaning over the banister. And we're like, oh, really? He's on the roof? And Circle is just like, yeah, he's on the roof. He was talking to me. And eventually he was like, hey, open up your attic window. I want to come into your attic. And I started thinking to myself, like, hold up, wait a minute. So you want to do all that? It's not, is it this one? It's not this one. This one. Yeah. I'm not opening all of these. No. No. So I'm just like, hold up. You're going to sit up there and do all of this stuff to my house and throw your garbage over my fence and throw your eggs at my front door and kick my son's pumpkin all around my front yard, but you want to hide in my attic now because you hide from the police. And not only that, but you gonna take your dusty, crusty ass and ask somebody else that don't even live in my house to go open up my attic window just so you can hide. Nigga, no. Nigga, no. You just got shit all the way twisted. You just got, no. You got me and this all the way fucked up. No, you are not hiding in my attic. No, I am not having him go open up that attic window. And no, you just, no. And you know what I'm about to do? I'm just about to blast you all over. Just, you thought you was about to get away, but no. Police officer. Hey, that dude you look for, Sweatpants, he on the roof. Sweatpants, he over there. He on the roof. You want to just go up there and retrieve him? He's trying to hide in my attic. Police officer, come get him over there. So the police officer hears me gesturing to him, telling him that Sweatpants is on the roof, and he's trying to hide in my attic. So he's like, oh, okay. So he runs into Sweatpants' house. He goes up on the attic. Yeah. He goes on the roof. He goes on the roof, and he gets Sweatpants, and he brings him out in handcuffs. Yeah, in handcuffs. And he puts him in the cop car, and they sit out there for like a good hour or two, just like doing their little notes and writing up their report or whatever. And when he was walking outside, he was just kind of looking at me like, bitch, you snitched, bitch. Yes, I snitched. I snitched all on you. I snitched, nigga. I snitched. That could snitch. And my brother and Circle and Gray were just kind of looking at me like, man, why you go and do that? Why you have to snitch on him like that? Like, come on, snitches get stitches. And I'm like, well, I just got stitches today because I snitched on that ass. I snitched on that ass. I didn't care. I did not care. And he wasn't even in jail that long, you guys. He was not in jail that long. I swear, he was only in there for maybe like a month. Say hi. But after I snitched, the family didn't do anything. He didn't do anything when he got out. He didn't say nothing to me. I didn't say nothing to them. And we just went on about our business. Hey, can you go put water back? Can you go put it back? Can you go put it back? Please? Yeah. Back. But yeah, that was the story about the time I snitched on my neighbor and he went to jail. And I helped the police find his little sneaky ass trying to hide in my attic. And yeah. Oh my god. It's funny now, but it was probably really fucked up then. But if you enjoyed that story, please give it a big thumbs up. And make sure to subscribe to my channel so you can hear more stories like this one. Because I have a couple of stories. Some of them are really juicy. Some of them are kind of like, I guess, crazy. I don't know. But subscribe if you want to see more. And I'll catch you in my next video.